Well, a steady rain has been falling here, but it has not dampened the spirits of the hardy folks at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we have got a good one in store as part of our John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Series, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Right to the air goes Sanders. He finds his man, complete. It's fourth. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
To throw is Sanders. He finds his man, complete. It's 4. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Niners, Sky Moore. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 16. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here's a 2nd and 8. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Purdy now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They will start this drive with Ford. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Sanders. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Yeah, that's a good start to drive number 2. Remember, they had to punt the first time they had it. So maybe a little bit different sense of purpose here, and they start out with a nice gain and a quick first down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there. first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. To throw now, here's Sanders. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 5. This is Ford. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now Sanders. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They run with Ford. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Browns first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll go down at the 28. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Tillman motions to the left. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Up the middle they go. It's Ford. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Ford. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Jenkins. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Jerry Judy, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 73 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Oh, and this one, him may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you.
But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Purdy. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Purdy. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Sanders to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd down, 4. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Well, San Francisco's offense returns to the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught out right by Jennings. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down and 6 now. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he stopped immediately there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now with Purdy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Eddie Pinheiro on now. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing, Sanders. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Here's second and 10. Back to throw again. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The final shot before break. Sanders. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Nice little juke. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Third down and 13. Back to throw. Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Jordan Elliott coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Sanders. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Purdy from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fuller. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Purdy now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They go play action here. Purdy throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's caught by Jennings. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 20. And a 49er first down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And that's one of those calls where you play it safe, but you're hoping that maybe something might spring for you, because instead of forcing ball downfield on 3rd and long, maybe you can hit them with something underneath, break a tackle or two, pick up a block, and see what happens. Not here, though. Good job reading the screen, and it sets up 4th down.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that, because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cleveland offense making their way out. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here's Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw now, here's Sanders. This one downfield for Tillman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Browns send out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 115 yards rushing for him now, as he's done it on 19 carries.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Here's Purdy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 5.
McCaffrey on the counter. Dances by at the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Looking to put a drive together. They will start this drive with Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now Sanders. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. McCaffrey. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Niners 26, Browns 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, what a move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sanders to throw. Open man, that's Bond. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, 49ers.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.